Alright, welcome to this modern preliminary. Playing with AmuLIT. This is not a good hand. This is slightly better. Still not great. I could see going down to 5. Like, I really wish I knew what my opponent is on, because there are some decks that this hand cannot really beat. We're on the play, so maybe that gives us a better shot, but like I'm not stoked about this hand. Enchantress. Well, better found that basic forest. I guess even if we do, we're probably gonna die anyway. We can't really beat main deck Blood Moon. Explore. Gross. Please don't Blood Moon me, 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 please don't Blood Moon me. That's a stomping ground. Should have gotten a basic too. Heyo. Alright, let's just move on to the next game. These are good. These are good. That is fine. We can cut a cavern, we can cut a radiant fountain. Those are the easy cuts. Then we have the tough cuts. I think I want to shave 2 harvest, 1 pact. Mox Ace, thank you for the follow. I could shave 1 Dryad. The thing is, the Dryad is just fine against Blood Moon. Just could shave the Grazer. Yeah, this seems fine. It's pretty cool how explosives place around all of their shroud effects. Still not good. I mean, Blood Moon is... it's tough. Blood Moon is indeed tough. Played against Enchantress earlier today. I don't really have a great win rate against Enchantress, honestly. I did have a really good win rate at the beginning because for whatever reason those decks were not playing Blood Moon. Which is literally like the main reason to be playing the deck in the first place. The main reason to play Enchantress is so you can play Blood Moons and you have ways to tutor them and to protect those Blood Moons. But like for whatever reason at the very beginning of MH2 being legal, people were not playing Blood Moons in their Enchantress decks. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you not playing that? Also, it's like they are a prison deck, right? So not only are they, it's the card great in their deck, but like it does exactly what they want to do. Sure, keep this hand. We have Foundation Breaker, which is nice. We also have Saga on 1, which means AmuLIT on 3. Please don't have your W's Pro. Yeah, that one's fine. That one doesn't ramp them. It's not really a great draw. I kind of want to go get Expedition Map, actually. Instead of AmuLIT. Now I can crack for basic forest, play around my opponent's Blood Moon, and I can then blow it up with Foundation Breaker. I don't know, Flesh Panda, I don't really care too much. Enchantress's presence. I'm not blowing that up, right? Just saying non-land here, hoping to draw a Dryad. Force of Vigor is nice. Force of Vigor is very nice. I think I pitch one of these Summoner Specs. Blow up both of these? Or blow up both of these? Huh, I think I blow up both of these. Don't really care about the Destiny Spinner kind of at all. Still think Saga will be banned. Not necessarily. I still think I wish it were banned. I'm not a big fan of the play patterns that Saga has and that kind of stuff. So I don't love the card existing. In fact, I really wish it wouldn't exist, but definitely getting a second basic forest here. And I think Toleria West. Powers. Can't really transmute. But I guess I may as well play the 2/2 body. The thing is that I get to put the Border's Garrison in play. It is kind of nice to get the Border's Garrison in play. This, play Garrison, bounce T-West. That's the turn. Kind of look like the Ursa drawn in the Saga, just less hairy. Guess a compliment. I'll take it as a compliment, I guess. Leyline of Sanctity resolves. Can swing for 6. Make a token. I draw step blow the YouTube's pro. No, I guess it's fine because I have Ghost Quarter. So, because I played Vesuva, so I can blow up here, deal with one of my opponent's mana, and limit their options. And even if they have on Thin Ice, I can still Ghost Quarter them. The reason not to double strike, I get to block. And double strike is lethal next turn regardless. So I felt like getting to block would be more important. I kind of want to cut a Saga, man. I kind of want to cut a Saga here. How does the Saga Moon interaction work? As soon as both of them are in play, the Saga will go to the graveyard. Can't interact with it, anything like that. Just dies. This may be wrong. Favorite Metallica song? Metallica sucks. I don't like Metallica at all. I think they are bad. Very influential historically speaking, but I don't like them whatsoever. Yep, I know. I'm a drummer, so like I just hate Lars Ulrich. Like everybody who's a drummer just hates Lars Ulrich because he sucks, so. That's such a good draw, man. You love to see that draw. You love to see that draw. So innocuous, so beautiful. You love to see it. They tap out and don't play a land. Alright, with them not playing a land. Ooh, hello. With them not playing a land, I think I'm gonna blow up the Sterling Grove here. Actually, I can blow up the Enchantress. No, I can't. Never mind. That's why I wanted to blow that up. That's right. Who's the best drummer? Vinny Colaiuta. Though the concept of best drummer is just kind of stupid. But he's my favorite drummer though. Do we have the moon, OP? We don't have the moon. Authority of the Consuls. It's kind of funny. Okay. good draw. What do you think about De Lombardo? He's fine. Not my favorite, but he's okay. Playing around Blood Moon is obviously priority number 1 here. Do I like Dream Theater? Yes, big fan. I was super into them when I was younger. Some of their albums don't age very well though. But yeah, I was huge into Dream Theater back in the day. Like it's one of the reasons why I became a drummer. Dream Theater and Tool, I was obsessed with them. Meg Whiter's really a master. Not my cup of tea. Like that kind of rock just gets boring to me fairly quickly. Like AC/DC, that kind of stuff is just kind of boring to me. I move on rather quickly. We have a wild turn ahead of us. If my opponent doesn't moon me, obviously. If they do, then we have a rather simple turn. But if they don't, then we're gonna have a ton of options. Vanishing Light. So, do we want to make a construct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yikes. Because I don't want to make a construct. Just gonna transmute. Oops. And now we can do some nasty stuff next turn, even if we get mooned, I guess. Although it would suck a lot more if we get mooned, but if we don't, we're looking pretty good. I am a big Tool fan, yes. Danny Carey changed my life. Good Nat, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Specifically, there is this section in Lateralis, which blew my mind the first time that I heard it. The interaction with AmuLIT and cards like Authority of the Consuls is just hilarious. Definitely want to fetch land in play, because now I can pact for Dryad, and this should lock it up, I think. Play Dryad, play Bodos Garrison, face, yeah. Always yes, always yes, always yes. Hastier Titan. Wanna know? Let's go. Welcome to our number 2 of this preliminary, playing against Oxy with Moxie. Yeah, this hand kind of slaps. It's really funny how often this card is just suspend to play an AmuLIT. I feel like the tokens just rarely matter. I see myself playing these on turn 1 more often than not, honestly. Snow-covered forest into snow-covered plains. And then what? Again? Wow. Okay. Back-to-back Enchantress gamers. I'm gonna play around Blood Moon by not deploying the Dryad just yet. Not that we can really beat Blood Moon anyway, because it's game 1. Sometimes it's really frustrating to be me. Sometimes it's very, very frustrating to... Because like my opponent kept in the blind. My opponent kept turn 1 do nothing, turn 2 Enchantress, turn 3 Blood Moon. Like they clearly knew who I was. They clearly knew who I was, what I was playing, and they kept a hand that had an early turn 3 Blood Moon. And yeah, I don't know. It's obviously the correct play for them with the information that they have, but it's just frustrating. Everybody's playing Enchantress now, apparently. I wonder why. Like when I played it, the deck did not seem like it seemed a lot better than I originally gave it credit for, but it did not seem good enough to reliably beat the prowess decks and stuff. Okay, this game is gonna go for a while, but I'm just over it really. Let's just move on to, like, I can't get rid of the Blood Moon game 1, and you know my opponent just knows it. So on those cards, cut that, cut Radiant Fountain, cut Gracer. We've been cutting a couple of Harvests and a couple of Explorers. Although the decks are bad and win the games from Moon steals games. Not really. Not really. But this one in particular it's a lot better than it looks at first sight. Like I also thought it was going to be a meme, but then I played the lead with it, and like the deck felt a lot more solid than I thought it was. But I don't know, like you need an extremely good hand to compete with like a prowess average hand, you know. Try and Mendek Rexage. I mean, you can just main deck engineered explosives. Like I think that explosives is just a better card to main deck, but the problem is that like you're playing with harvest, right? Like so you're making your harvests worse. Like every one of that you add to your deck just makes your cantrips worse and worse. So if you're playing harvest, you are in a little bit of a tougher situation in that sense, because You know, they're gonna be game ones against strong where you're just gonna harvest into explosives, and it's not gonna feel good. It's not gonna feel good. But like it's fun. Like it's good that Enchantress you see in play. It's a prison deck, right? So it kind of sucks in that sense. Like just kind of by design, the play patterns are gonna be shitty, as your opponent just, you know, like crawls up and pillow forts, builds a pillow fort and they hide behind it. Like those are just not great play patterns, obviously, but like it's some fun cards, and I don't know. I'm okay with the deck existing. I think it's a really shitty deck to be the best deck in the format, though. But I don't think that that's ever gonna be a problem. Sure. I think I'm doing the same thing. Like, especially knowing that my opponent's playing a Blood Moon deck, like I want to get value from this. Like we saw how in the previous game I wasn't even able to cast my Prime Time. It is, however, possible that I will end up fetching different card with this. Yeah, that's really bad for me. Turn 1 Utopia Sprawl is strong from their deck. Go Squatter. I am not gonna go Squatter my opponent. If I go Squatter my opponent, I also go Squatter myself, right? Like I'm destroying the enchantment, basically. That's all I'm really doing there. Sure. So now if my opponent Blood Moons me, we're not in good shape, but there's nothing I can really do. That is very good for me. That is extremely good for me. Wow. I guess I may not have time to enjoy it. Okay, that's a problem. So we need like a force at this point. We kind of need like a force at this point, I think. A force may be able to get us back into this game. We're playing at 10 cards in hand. But if we draw a force and we... Because what we could have done is we could have played explosives, blown it up, upkeep, kill this, and kill the Blood Moon. My opponent only has 4 mana available to them. Maybe we can keep up with that. Unless they have another Blood Moon, which they probably do. I think I have 2 explosives for 1 now. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Some things never change, I guess, huh? Some things never change. Name a more iconic duo. Me and losing to Blood Moon. What's up, Rockstar? Yeah, it was fun. Didn't do great, but like the first game is just excellent. And then it just goes down from there. You and getting paired in top 8, that's also fair. Yep. Alright. That's also pretty good. Nice. Nice. Let's go. So Force doesn't even do it anymore now? How's the endurance card? It's been okay. "15 cards in hand, that's funny. Force. If I top deck exactly Force, blow up both Blood Moons. We take 9. Probably still dead. Play Triad. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't kill them for 20 from 23. And that's not a Force. All right. I'm just getting so tired of playing against Blood Moon decks, man. It is what we signed up for. See you for the next round. Welcome to round number 3. Yeah, we're definitely keeping this hand. Looks pretty strong. We're gonna see what my opponent leads on if they're playing a more aggressive deck. Mill. Fuck me, man. Okay. So I'm gonna fetch here. If one has Archive Trap, then it is what it is. But I'm gonna try to go aggro. Okay. So we're gonna make 2 tokens. Oh, come on! Really? God damn it, man. What do I got here? We have a Susa. If I packed for a Susa, we can lethal them, thanks to the construct, assuming no surgicals and no. Yep. Boros. Stronghold, Sunhome, Vesuva. Moto is kind of laggy. Kind of awkward. Sunhome. Just get Sanctuary. I think if I wait to harvest, I couldn't win this turn. It's possible. I don't know. I honestly didn't do the math. I just mentally check out whenever I get paired against Mill, because I just hate everything about it. So yeah, it's quite possible that I just fucked up. I think I bring this in for field or for win. Yeah, I may have messed it up. I guess I did have it. Yep. I guess I did have it and I kind of threw a little bit there. Very, very possible. Yeah, sure, I'll keep this. It's a functional hand. You look at that, it's a fucking crab. We have no dedicated enemy slot in the sideboard. The matchup is unwinnable anyway, so I don't think it's worth dedicating a slot in the sideboard for mill when it doesn't really increase your chances of winning, because your chances of winning are still 0. Oh, opponent confirmed not ghosting. Opponent confirmed not ghosting. I think I Saga and crack explosives here. And then a Dryad next turn. Bouncing Castle probably. Bog is gone, Cavern of Souls is gone. Never mind. They took Castle? Well, that's really interesting. I'm still gonna do the same thing. I'm still just main phase cracking these explosives. Putting down 1 card in hand. We still get to explore here. No archive trap. Sick. Can we actually win this game? Absent Reclamation Titania can work. I don't know what that means. If they go for Lurrus plus Crab, that would be the absolute best case scenario for us. Wow. And they also messed up their sequencing. Wow. Wow, just getting away with murder here. Getting away with murder. Wow. Getting away with murder. All right. I am very lucky, apparently. We should have not won this match. But every now and then, you get some vengeance. You get some vengeance on the mill nonsense. Boy, it feels so good to beat mill. Feels so good to beat mill. Definitely got lucky. Our hand lined up well. My opponent made a couple of, let's call them suboptimal plays. Like Surgical in the castle was just bad. Knowing that I have a Dryad in hand. They fired off the Summoner's Pact a little bit too early, like before I could even do anything. So my opponent made a couple of mistakes, and we were able to punish them. So it feels good when that's the case. But beating mill always feels like $1 million. Like this matchup is just absolutely crazy. Like it's really, really bad for us. But yeah, I'll take it. We take this. See you for the last round. All right, here we go. My opponent took some 6 minutes to finally show up, but they are finally here. And I'm fairly certain that we're playing the mirror match. So, is this hand good on the draw in the mirror? I can go turn 1 Saga, turn 2 Breeding Pool. It's probably not good enough, right? This one is definitely not good enough. Down 4 we go. Okay. Can we find an AmuLIT off the top? If we find an AmuLIT off the top, we may actually have a shot, which is funny. AmuLIT? No AmuLIT. AmuLIT? Nope. The good thing is that knowing that this is the mirror, we can just, like, as soon as we see a Titan, we can just pack it. Bring those in. Bring that one in. Could cut a land for a harvest. I don't think I want to. Do get to be on the play here. Done it, you bought more Dryads and 2 Valakuts. Sounds great. Keep. Nice, George. So we get super owned by force here. But kind of is what it is. Time to play in paper again once Saga is gone. Yeah, maybe Saga won't be gone. I don't know anymore. I feel like nobody knows anymore. Probably just dead here. Just need to draw a force or something. Well, there he goes. So I guess now I have to pitch the Azusa. So I'm gonna just go get Saga so I can come back into this game. Potentially. It's not even that likely that I can come back into this game. Because if my opponent has any untapped land, they get to Titan. It's not Titan. If I play a second Saga, yeah, I can't play around another force, so we're just going to. It's going to pass here. But I can't really play around another force. Stomping Ground. Oh, my opponent's playing the Breach version, I guess. That's scary. Okay. They did play the land, so they can't haste. They can't haste. They currently can't pact. So our best top deck is probably a Primeval Titan. Or maybe a second AmuLIT. Either Primetime or second AmuLIT. Crumbling Vestige. Wow. That's really good. That's very, very good. So they're gonna be stuck paying for pack next turn. They're gonna be stuck paying for pack next turn, and now we can potentially do something here. But if my opponent has a Dryad, then we're dead. They have a Dryad. So they go get Valakut. Any land, and we're actually just dead. Oh, not even. They just have fetch. All right, we died. Yeah, my opponent's hands were better than mine. I don't think there was much I could have done there. It was just they had the better hands. That's the AmuLIT mirror. How it goes sometimes. It is what it is. Hope you enjoyed the prelim. Went 2-2, not great, but it is what it is sometimes. I'll see you for the next one. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and leave me a comment down below if you're enjoying the content. Take care and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.